Today I'm talking all about the Love Your Curls brand. I'm going to share my thoughts and review on the 3-step system and the new Irish Cmos gel. Hi, I'm Delilah from the Holistic Enchilada, and on my channel I share tips, tricks, and resources to help you embrace your curls and keep things simple. Head over to my blog, holisticenchelada.com, where I've got lots more free content and resources, or you can follow me on social media at Holistic Enchilada. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So Love Your Curls is a brand that I have been asked about for years, and based on the ingredients list, I avoided it for a very long time. I never actively reached out to them. They never reached out to me. And I was just like, I'm really not going to try that stuff because I don't think it's going to work well. They did reach out to me last year and they wanted to send me product. So at this point I said, it's probably a good idea for me to test it and give some feedback, even though I suspected it wasn't going to work well for me, just to help other people that have hair like mine. So I accepted. They sent me their 3-step system, and then more recently they sent me their new launch, the Irish Cmos gel. So I've been using these products for about 4 months, maybe even a little bit longer, or not the gel I've only had for a couple of weeks, but the 3-step system I've had for over 4 months, and been using it on and off, tweaking, trying to figure out how to get it to work, just trying like different techniques and amounts to see, kind of craft the best review that I can give you. So overall, I'm gonna give you my initial thoughts right away. For my hair type, this line overall is not a good choice. As suspected, it's simply too heavy. And by that I mean it's got too many conditioning ingredients in it. So it's just too moisturizing. So although it makes my hair feel really soft and shiny and all that, my style tends to go limp very quickly. And it's got a ton of polyquats, which my hair does not like. Polyquats are really, really good for blocking out humidity, for smoothing out the hair, so they reduce frizz really well. If you've got a lot of damage, split ends, stuff like that, they fill in all the little gaps and make your individual strands nice and smooth. So they're easier to manage, easier to style, they're shinier, they clump better. They're really great ingredients, but they build up and they feel really heavy on certain hair types, and my hair is one of those. So I don't really do well with polyquats. I can sometimes handle 1 or 2, and some are definitely worse than others. There are some that wash out more easily than others. And so my hair can handle some, but I'm gonna get into the details of each of these products. But there's one in specific that has 4 different polyquats in it, and it was just way too much for my hair. So like I said, overall, it was just too conditioning, too moisturizing, and it was causing a little bit of buildup for me. But like I said, because it's got so many conditioning ingredients in it, the ingredients are not bad. They're not bad at all. It would be a much better choice for people who have dry hair, damaged hair, people who really struggle with frizz and the weather, whether it's humidity or dryness. It's probably really good now in the winter, especially because they've got like light hold and that kind of stuff, which is really good for dry conditions. So this was probably a good choice for people with that kind of hair type that does not struggle with buildup. So if you can handle polyquats and you need all those conditioning and moisturizing ingredients, this would be a good choice. The products are all very concentrated, so you need a tiny amount, which is, I'm used to that because other products that I've used like Evolve, Inner Sense, Mop Top, they're similar. I found this one to be very much concentrated, like more so than others, most similar to Evolve in the amounts that I had to use, a lot less than other products, other brands. The shampoo is really nice and cleansing. The conditioner is very softening and moisturizing. The all-in-one, I was not a fan. That's the one product that I just didn't like at all. I do like the gel. Again, very conditioning, very moisturizing, so I can't really use it, but it does work. So I'm gonna talk about each individual product. This current wash was last night. I did it yesterday. I used the shampoo, the conditioner, and the gel only. And I tried my best to use tiny amounts of the conditioner and the gel. And like I said, I'll get into the details, but this is the next day. So overall, it looks good. It's defined. I've got nice clumps, shiny, super soft, but it's not gonna last me. I know that because it's too soft to moisturize. So I know that by later today and to tomorrow, it's gonna go really limp. It gets stringy and it gets a little bit fluffy because it's so soft. So that's the main thing. Is just it doesn't give me a lasting style because of the amount of moisture, and that's just my hair that doesn't like it. But most people with curly hair are gonna do well with this because they usually need moisture. What I love about this brand, in addition to all these other things I talked about, is that they like to keep it simple with their 3-step system. So it's just wash, condition, and style. I love that. That's what I do anyway. I don't use more than 3 products. The problem is the styler doesn't have any hold, and that's why they had to introduce a gel. but I do like the whole basis on simplicity. The messaging I love. Okay, let's talk about the shampoo. So this is the sulfate-free shampoo, and their bottles are really weird. They're different. It's like round on here. The cap is here. So I guess it's easy, like the stuff is coming down so it doesn't get stuck when you normally have bottles upside down and you can't get the last of it. I'll probably get to the last of it in here. Now this is a pretty strong low poo shampoo. It's sulfate free, but it has olefin sulfonate as a second ingredient. It's got a couple other cleansing agents in addition to sodium chloride, citric acid, EDTA, so these are good for hard water. I found that even though based on the ingredients this should be like a really strong shampoo, it's not drying, so that's good. And I think it's because they balanced it with a couple of conditioning ingredients in here. There's some shea butter, some glycerin, so they figured out a nice balance to create the formula. And I think it's important that they did include some stronger cleansing agents, because you will see now in the other products that I talk about, they have some ingredients in there that could potentially build up on certain hair types. So you definitely need a stronger cleanser to get that stuff out so you don't deal with that. So it lathered up really well, got a nice light scent. It's definitely a synthetic fragrance, but they say they're phthalate free, so it should be a good one. Yeah, overall, I mean, I thought this was a good value. The price, the amount that comes in here, how much product you need, I think it's a great shampoo. Then we have the silicone-free conditioner, and same bottle as you can see here. This one is so good at, it's got like great slip and it softens your hair. So detangling is a breeze with this shampoo. I use it a lot on my daughter's hair because her hair tangles. She's got really long hair like mine, but it tangles a lot more than mine since, you know, she's a child. So this works really well for that. I don't deal with as many tangles, and my hair doesn't really like the amount of moisture that's in this. So this is a really hydrating and moisturizing conditioner. It has a bunch of fatty alcohols, humectants. It's got 2 polyquats, so not bad, and they're towards the bottom of the ingredients list, so not so close to the top. Oh, actually, it's got 3 polyquats, yeah. So it's got 3 polyquats, and they're towards the middle bottom of the list, so not really too bad. But it's also got some oils and butters. And I find that for my hair, it's just way too much moisture. The way that I get it to work is I'm using maybe about a nickel-sized amount, and I'm applying it from like my neck down, not even like from my ears like I do, like just the ends. Don't let it sit for very long, rinse it out right away. And this way it's not giving me too much moisture, although it's still a little bit too much, but it's not as bad as when I would put it like I normally do from the ears down and let it sit for a couple of minutes. I can't do that with this one. I gotta rinse it out right away and use a lot less. So really great for dry, tangled hair. Awesome at detangling, same scent. It's nice and creamy. A little bit goes a long way. So good conditioner. Then we have the all-in-one styler, and this is the one for curly hair. So they've got a wavy version, a curly version, and a kinky version. So you would just select based on your curl type, which I'm not a fan of because I feel like maybe the wavy one would be better for my hair. I think this was too heavy. And that's the problem with choosing products based on your curl pattern and not your hair type. Curl pattern doesn't really dictate how much moisture my hair needs. It's gonna be my texture that's gonna dictate that. So I wish they didn't do this, but anyway. Step 3 here. This is supposedly an all-in-one product. It repairs your hair, it hydrates, it styles. They say it has hold. Let's see. It's supposed to give you like nice, soft, defined curls. And I find that people either love or hate this product from seeing how people talk about it on social media and other reviews. I did not like it at all. I've tried it so many times. It's got like a lotion consistency, so I would consider this to take the place of where you would put a leave-in or a curl cream. It's basically doing that. It's hydrating like a leave-in does, and it's providing definition and extra moisture like a curl cream does. While supposedly adding hold, I didn't really feel like it had hold for my hair, but maybe that's just because it was so moisturizing, the amount of hold was basically canceled out. And they are very adamant in their instructions. It's like underlined that you need to add this product to wet hair. So don't apply this on damp hair, don't apply this on dry hair, wet hair. And I always style in the shower with my hair soaking wet. Now here's the problem with this product. It's got water, and then the second ingredient is a polyquat, and then the fourth ingredient is a polyquat, And then if we keep going, we still have two more polyquats. In addition to that, tons of conditioning ingredients in here. We've got some fatty alcohols. We've got shea butter, moringa seed oil, castor oil. So as is the problem with the conditioner, this is way too moisturizing because this is left in the hair and it's got even more moisture than the conditioner does. This made my hair super flat and it really stretched out my curls. It was really stringy. I mean, it was just gross. It felt so gross to it. Like I would touch my hair and I could feel like a film on my hands after running my fingers through it like that. So I was not a fan, and I kept using less and less and less. I mean, I was like a pea-sized amount. Like, it didn't matter how much I used. It was just too much for my hair. So the things that this product does that I can say, yes, it's good at defining your curls. Yeah, definitely. It added definition, meaning less frizz, and so much so that my hair got stringy. So that's because it was too much moisture, but moisture is what creates definition. So it's good at that. Less frizz, smoothing out the hair, making it really soft. It also had good slip, so if you tend to tangle while you're styling your hair, this can help. And this is really good at blocking out the weather elements because of all the polyquats that are in it. It should have a light hold with all the polyquats as well. I expect that for most curly hair, that is the case. And the only negative aside from that is that it doesn't really have hold. So I would never recommend this as a single styler to anybody because most people want their style to last more than a day, and most people are going to need something with more hold than this offers to have that. Otherwise, you're going to be layering a bunch of products and the whole idea of a three-step system just doesn't work. I would replace this with the gel, which I'm going to talk about now, and do just a shampoo, conditioner, and gel. Irish Cmos gel. I like the black bottle, it's pretty. This is their newest launch and I've only used it a couple of times, but I have a pretty good idea of how it works. So this, according to their information, it provides frizz and humidity control. I think so. Definition, hold, shine, and it repairs just like their all-in-one styler does. So kind of does everything except volumize. So similar to like the Dream Gel that I've reviewed before, which I think is the Does It All Gel, that one adds volume. This one does not add volume, but it repairs. So I guess you're swapping one thing for the other. Irish Cmos, they say it holds up to 50 times its weight in water. So this is a really hydrating product. And I was really worried because as everything else, like, oof, too much moisture. It's a thinner gel, so it's not thick and difficult to spread. It spreads very easily. Clear gel, same scent as their shampoo and conditioner, very nice and light, very easy to work with. It was super easy to spread in my hair. This is another one that says use it on wet hair, which I did, and I kept experimenting with different amounts, and what I found worked for me was splitting a dime size amount in half. So like half a dime size applied to the length of my hair, and then I add another half a dime size scrunch and smooth like the undersides. And this was the only way I was able to not apply too much product. So really concentrated, which is great. It's gonna last a really long time. These are the results. Like I said, I washed my hair yesterday and this is the best wash that I've had with these products. Hair's extremely soft, very softer than I think anything else. And I know it's gonna fall flat very soon because of that. I can already feel it happening back here against my scalp, like it's starting to show because of the amount of moisture that's in here. But you can see it's very defined, it's shiny. I have clumps, so it didn't turn stringy like it does with the all-in-one. It's still clumped together and it's got some hold, so that's good. This is supposed to have medium hold. In addition to the Irish Cmos, it has some other humectants, which are very lightweight, so that's good. I think that's why this works for me. It's also got rice bran oil, which acts like a protein, and so that's one thing that these other products are missing. They don't have any protein in them, and my hair needs protein for that structure and hold. So this one provides a little bit of protein. It's got aloe, which my hair loves, hydroxyethylcellulose, which is the gel-like consistency that it provides hold. I love that stuff too. We have one polyquat in here. We have two polyquats in here, and they're lower down in the ingredients list than the other products. So that's why it's not giving me that filmy, yucky feeling or feeling like there's buildup on my hair. It's got less polyquat in it than the other products. Glycerin's all the way down at the bottom of the list. Don't worry about it. All the way at the bottom, all these other things before it, cancel it out. So overall, I think this is a really great gel if you prefer to not have that like crunchy feel. If you like something that doesn't have any grit in it, that doesn't like add texture to your hair, you like the really soft, smooth, silky feeling, then this is a really good gel for you. I think this will work for pretty much any curl type, but for hair like mine that is very easily over conditioned, you just have to be careful. I prefer gels that add texture, that dry out my hair a little bit, so this is not my top pick. I wouldn't use this. Maybe if I lived somewhere dry, because I'm in Florida and so I never really need extra moisture, but maybe if I lived somewhere dry, this would work better for me. And that's probably the case for most people because most people live north of Florida and have drier conditions than we have here. But I think it's a really great product. I can recommend this with confidence. And as I said, I would not bother with the all-in-one. I would go with the gel in place of that and just use those 3 products. And I think that would be enough for most people. Unless your hair is like super duper duper dry and damaged, then you can throw in the all-in-one in between and do 4 products. But to keep things simple, I would just do the shampoo, conditioner, and the gel. Okay, so I've got this full review on my blog as well. If you want to check it out, you can head over to my blog. I will link it in the description. If you've tried these products, have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.